Hey guys, welcome to Myra's World, yet Myra's channel, and today we are going to talk about wildfires. These fires have been caused due to urban air pollution and lots of global warming, and yet there has been a lot of dangerous wildfires spreading around. Take a look yourself. You may see there has been trillions of them spreading throughout California and suffering through all people all over the news. This has been happening for years, and lots of people have been suffering through wildfires each day. Smoke covering every last portion of it, polluting even more than before, destroying all tree life. And this is due to the increase of climate change. The increase of climate change increases wildfires and increases destruction. Trillions of destruction, for the exact. This has led to lots of dangerous things happening above others. And the only way we can stop it is that if we work together and lower climate change. As I do in my research, I'm going to show you all about what's going to happen next and how these wildfires begin. And also I'm going to teach you about air pollution. I'm also going to teach you about air pollution. This is an example of it. Look at all that smog blowing into the air, destroying all the wind, and of course the air we breathe. The smog even blocks the sunlight plants need in order to thrive. The increasement in smog means increasement in dangerous gases. Mainly, our fields used to look like this, fresh spring water and relaxing everywhere. But now it's turned into a dangerous exhibit. All around, California has been badly ruined due to this urban fires everywhere. And so has the Pacific Palisades of the United States. All smoke has been blocking all shades. Urban air pollution has been increasing and destroying all of the air they need. California has been suffering through a lot, and so has others. This is all true, and it's live. This is no joke, my friends. Even if you try to ignore it, but you can't ignore all this suffering. All of these wildfires and smoke have increased trillions of global warming and destroyed millions of lives. And as you can see through above, it's getting worse year by year. California has been suffering through a lot, and soon ours will as well, and other countries will too, if we don't stop this immediately. Mainly, all of this is caused by us, because we have increased climate change throughout it. I shall now show you my research, and you will see how it happened. First on, we have change in weather patterns. Rising average global temperature is associated with widespread changes in the weather patterns. This explains how climate change can cause both heavy rainfall and severe droughts. We are already experiencing the effects of changing rainfall as it induces urban floods. As sea temperatures rise, climate problems such as drought, desertification, and flooding may become more common and destructive. Some scientists predict that global warming will make many wet regions even wetter and dry regions dry. Wildfires. As temperatures rise, forests and farms can dry out and catch fire, creating massive wildfires. Left unchecked, these fires can burn vast areas of precious forests and destroy homes. Wildfires have struck home, burning acres of forest in Suleiman, Range, Bonar, Sangla, Banu, Mohmand, Lower Durdora, Sowabi, North and South Waziristan. You see, just like the wildfires we saw in California, these wildfires can spread, just like pollution. And here's air pollution. Moving on. Air pollution. Air is essential for life, but what happens if the air we breathe is polluted? Air pollution is the presence of harmful substances in the air, such as vehicle exhaust fumes, factory emissions, and smoke from fires. At best, air pollution harms our health. At worst, it is deadly. That's right. Just like the smogs you saw before in the previous episode, those smokes can happen anywhere, which can completely destroy our entire air resource. According to the Air Quality Life Index, the majority of Pakistan's pollution lives in areas where the annual average pollution level exceeds the WHO guideline. This is a great threat since research suggests it can reduce life expectancy by 3.8 years on average, since the early 2000s average annual particulate pollution has increased by 40%, leading to an additional 1.2 years of reducing an average life expectancy. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. We are polluting our planet. Soon there will be more smoke than air. Plants would help, but the smog blocks the sunlight plants need in order to thrive. And the more smoke we produce, the more air will be polluted. We must stop this immediately, because if we don't, we will all suffer. I'm not doing this just for you all, but also we love our planet and we must do anything to protect it. We must reduce fossil fuels, break down all cars, and use natural ones instead, biofuels, which are not hazardous. Look at how many countries have suffered through trillions of pollution and disasters caused by it. Bangladesh, prone to flooding and cyclones. Nepal, vulnerable to glacial melt and extreme weather. Philippines, frequently affected by typhoons. Vietnam, faces risks from sea level rising and floods. Haiti, struggles with hurricanes and deforestation. Somalia, experiences droughts and floods and food security. Sudan, affected by desertification and water scarcity. Mozambique, prone to cyclones and flooding. Malawi, faces impacts from drought and crop failure. Ethiopia, vulnerable to drought and climate variability. However, we can reduce these in many ways. Once we follow these steps, that way there will be no more pollution and more air for us to breathe, and every single country will no longer face these consequences. Read these tips on how to reduce pollution, air pollution for the exact. Renewable energy, transitioning to wind, solar, and other energy sources to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. Energy efficiency, improving energy efficiency in homes, businesses, and transportation to lower energy consumption. Carbon sequestration, developing technologies to capture and store carbon dioxide emissions from the atmosphere. Agricultural practices, adopting climate-resilient crops and changing farming techniques to cope with changing weather patterns. Infrastructure improvements, strengthening buildings and roads to withstand extreme weather events. And finally, disaster preparedness, implementing early warning systems and emergency response plans to help communities respond to natural disasters. And finally, these last ones. Use renewable energy. Consider installing solar panels if possible. Choose green energy options from your utility provider. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Recycle materials like paper, glass, and plastic to conserve resources. Reduce air travel. Limit flights and consider alternative travel methods like trains or road trips when feasible. Get involved. Join local environmental organizations or initiatives. Participate in climate marches or campaigns to raise awareness. And that includes today on how we can save our world. Make sure to follow these instructions and do exactly as I told you. This is important. We love our planet and we shall do anything to protect it. Trust me, you will love it once you get it, because we care about each other and our planet. So make sure you do this and protect it as well as much as you can reuse it. Protect your world as any chance as possible and follow all the tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but seriously, do as I told you.